guys, welcome back. We are in the final half hour of Funtastic Fridays. We're still in Talk the Ting with Kim. I saw a couple comments on the discussion in studio. Trust me, it talking about a whole heap of things, right? But Poetic Just Sam said in response to the last thing we said before the break, the terms and conditions are different. What men often refer to as compromise is not compromise. That term is loosely used.
What a word to use.
All right. All right, so the 3 tips that we gave so far was 4. Yeah. Set some ground rules to manage your expectations. Try to communicate regularly and creatively. Avoid dangerous or relationship-threatening situations and do things together. All right, so the next one, flirt and talk dirty with each other.
Kim, that said he part was very key.
With each, that's why everybody had in their chest a while ago.
Put each other first, then flirt. Yeah. All right?
Kind of throw up.
Together flirt. You know what I say? No, so the pause there was very long, Kim.
It's like everybody that want to break. I heard it.
People ready to call up them. People ready to call up their partner. You see me tell you them so for flirt. That wouldn't be me. Them said nothing wrong if you flirt.
But you know that question, flirting in a relationship is actually healthy.
In the relationship.
Yes, if we're in a relationship and I'm flirting with someone, it's healthy.
Yeah, hold on, we're not going down that road.
Trouble there.
We're gonna draw back for that conversation here at some point.
Can you see the thing with flirting? Flirting has about 7 different levels.
So, we're not good in
if you can maintain level 1, have a
that's
good,
a whole discussion by itself. That's a whole discussion.
Nowadays,
and we're going to make that topic
very quickly. Very quickly.
All right, so flirt and talk dirty with each other. Dirt. Sexual tension is undoubtedly one of the most important things between couples, and probably one of the main reasons long-distance relationships sometimes fail. Yeah. In a way, sexual desire is like the glue that keeps both persons from drifting apart. Yes, the glue. Right? Sexual need is not only biological, but also emotional. Keep the flames burning and keep things exciting by sending each other teasing and provocative texts, pics, or videos. If you're open to introducing toys into your sex life, this can help to keep the relationship exciting and spicy. Make promises and provide detailed descriptions to each other about what you'll do when you get the chance to be in the presence of your partner again. And most importantly, when you do finally get the chance, deliver on that promise.
Boy, keep it kind of risky still. Like all 3 months. Hey, wait till when I see you, baby. There you go, week 2. Wait till when I see you.
3, 5,
still. You know what I say? Let's reach a month now.
Drop asleep.
Wait till when I see you. Oh, no, you can't see them, Kim.
Oh, no,
by the time reaching, remember the promise. It's rough.
There's tact. You know, you can't promise for 5 months before we see you.
It's rough.
Right?
Because you know how mind work. Mind have promise from day 1.
Few weeks before, you build up. You build up the anticipation.
And then when the flight get delayed, then what?
Yeah, no, man, that no bad.
Great man still go on a flight.
Yeah, that no bad. Flight delay is like 1-2 days. Remember, you reach about 5 months. 1-2 days. That probably add like a spice to the thing. But I talk about getting from month 1 to month 6. That me I talk about.
No, yeah, well,
that's rough.
Yeah, that rough. Because after day 3, I'll say, wait till me see it.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's April now, December is 8 months. Yeah. Nobody with that.
Pack up that.
Poetic Just Sam said, in response to your flirting statement, Poetic Just Sam said, this goes back to point 1. Blue shirt to the right. I'm guessing it's you. If we have a mutual understanding that we can both flirt, by all means. But if it's a one-way street, then, sir, good night. Right.
Some of them flirty, I see them room it end up on the car.
Right. And Poetic said anticipation can be exciting. So you're not going to promise certain things from 5 months down the line. You have to start off calm.
You have to start off calm.
And then the closer the time gets. It's like you're dying for the weeks to get here or the days.
Or you have already died.
You know what I don't like, though? You know what I don't like?
What you don't like?
I don't like when somebody like this. Alright, I want to flirt, right? But the person don't want to flirt. But here's the thing, though. Because I want to flirt, you want to flirt. No, if you'd never want to flirt from day one, why you want to flirt?
No.
You know, hold on.
You jealous? Can I say who are the better flirter?
I feel like a whole heap of trauma is in here.
Listen to me.
Like everybody been going through things.
The man start like I'm the man voice and crack up because the intercom from with it.
A deep place of hurt.
Man say you never want to flirt all along. Then me ask you for flirt. And then you want to flirt, no why?
Out flirt me.
Just look at that camera and repeat.
Why you want out flirt the man, girl?
Yeah.
Sure.
Listen, we need to have a therapy session. We're going to have some therapy for a month.
Yeah,
every Friday we're going to have some therapy. We're going to count when it comes to bun, because bun was apparently the predominant thing. And then all of these things, that's a valid. That's a valid one.
The broken.
We're here. That's the aim of these conversations, guys. I'm telling you, every week we have this whole men versus women thing. The dating world we know is in shambles right now. So I guess we do look at discussions like this to get us on the same wavelength, understand each other in terms of gender, all of that, and just basically learn a bit more about it, try to make better efforts and better decisions when it comes to relationships.
So people,
all right?
once we discuss these things and we come up with little positive points, them try put them in a practice. Nobody make a teach you anything I will not put in a practice.
Yeah.
Nobody go out there and persist with the problem. We are here to make things better,
solutions,
and easier.
Yeah. All right. So number 6, ensure you make trips to see each other as frequently as you can, and ensure that you plan in advance. So the main highlight of every long distance relationship is the visits or being able to spend time in person with your partner. After all the waiting, yearning for each other, and abstinence, you finally get to meet each other to fulfill all the little things like kissing, holding hands, cuddling, etc., filling the blanks. These actions are typical for couples in traditional relationships, but they are so much more special and intimate for long-distance couples. Finally, doing everything or nothing together in person will seem even more special than it probably even is. You just did it. And because you spend time all long, you just all right. No, don't even need to talk. You drink water, you just look at him like...
Kim, if you've been talking on the phone for 6 months, like 6, 7, 8 months, one more talking you're going to do it.
No, so that's what I'm saying. So it makes it more special that when the person's around you, you're just in awe because you're not used to this close proximity, whatever the word is, but you're not used to it, right? So it makes things seem even more special than it actually is. It's helpful to know when the other person is busy or free so that you can drop a text or make a call at the right time, because you wouldn't want to disturb your partner when they're in the middle of a class or halfway in a business meeting or all of that.
Or busy flirting.
Or, Make sure you're aware. Make sure you're aware of the small and big events happening in each other's life, whether it's business trips, job interviews, meetings, whatever. Especially if you live in different time zones, this becomes even more important.
That's so like them going to the A level for the course. Because you already have long distance. Now they go in a different time zone.
No, so that now is a whole different dynamic.
No, sir.
And I've heard people, I've known people that are in the whole time zone. As you said, the further the distance, the harder the relationship. So you have, in the same country, probably a different parish. Fine, you can probably work with that because you're driving distance, right? Outside of the country, where you have to plan trips and plane fare not cheap and all these things, that's a different thing. But when time zone difference now drop in, when I hear midnight and I feel them 7 a.m., 8 a.m., it makes it even more difficult.
Yeah, it is.
That's why you have to understand what you're getting into. So we're not saying to do it and we're not saying not to do it.
Right.
Just know what you're getting into and know what you're signing up for. All right?
No play a hero.
Exactly. And then this one, I was writing it, I was very... cautious, well, I'm going to say it. If you're able to, even throw in a surprise visit when you can.
Hold on, Kim.
If you're able
Kim, you're going to mash up people relationship.
That's why. Listen. Right? When I was writing it.
No, that's like a mash up the relationship.
Yeah, man, that's like a mash up.
No. Oh, I like how Poetic say, but you have people who live in the same household, but are on 2 different shifts, one work day, one work night, but they make it work. Yeah, fair enough, but that's different. Cause you have day off. You can see each other cross paths at some point, all of that, right? But yeah, with this, I'm going to stick to it. I'm not changing it. If you are able to, even throw in a surprise visit when you can. Of course, you will have to know your partner and their schedule very well. Yes, know your partner and their schedule very well to make this happen. But if done right, this can make the bond you have with your partner even more special and closer. We're talking about all the faithful people, them. But I have no surprises when you go surprise visit.
All right, hold on. No, wait. No, serious thing. Suppose, right? You know, you have 2 persons who, you know, they well want to see each other.
Yeah.
Suppose they plan the surprise visit at the same time. So when they reach for a place now and the place empty, phone can't get her because she's up on the plane, it off. They say, I mash up people relationship.
Matthew, again. Go back to the whole scenario of the whole flirting. Me take a plane and me I date somebody where they have New York, England, Miami, anyway. And this person tell me, we know in my head, 12 in our relationship. Yeah. Second long everything. And when we go pop up now, me see the woman and her husband there, the woman and one next man.
I mean, well, this is not a relationship anymore.
That's a long distance relationship. I don't know who is there. So it's me seeing myself
so that
from the
is
heart.
why we're talking about the loyal one. Listen, guys, you know what I realize? Almost every point that we've dropped, some negative thoughts are.
Right.
Hold on. Some negative thoughts follow it first. And guess why that is? That is because, and I personally think so, don't take my opinion as gospel, but I think that we have, as people, all of us, have been through so much that we tend to lead with the negative. So even if somebody come now and them genuinely had tried, them have all these hoops to jump through, right? Before, because you start remember all the things of the past, all that people have put you through, and you're not going to ever put that trust in somebody again. So everything that I've mentioned, even right now, people that want the thing about no surprise, right? Somebody said, don't do no surprise, because you might meet a surprise.
Exactly.
It's because of what has been, I guess, predominant in the dating world, and everybody just expect it. There's no, you don't expect good. If you get good, you're surprised. No, you're actually suspicious.
Yeah.
If things are going good,
But here's the thing, Kim.
You look for something. That's where it's at.
Remember, nowadays, all of this
Poetic said we're talking about healthy relationships.
No, but all right, here's the thing. You are talking about healthy relationships. What you don't know? You're the writer, so we do it for radio.
Yeah.
Social media already out there talking about relationship.
Yeah.
You hear nobody put no healthy relationship on their drip?
No.
You see no healthy relationship on people? Then people that have about 10, 15 stories a day.
That's true. That's true. And it's being mixed up.
And you are your same boo. Good lady, they laugh off a story.
She said it.
What you get? That's surprising, man. Yeah. 200 they are still laugh. I never know. So probably are them attack them.
True.
So it's very risky. So it's not that we really say, boy, don't trust the other person.
Yeah.
We're just fearful. And then sometimes we don't trust ourselves either. Cause we are say, well, here we are. We call 2 times, 3 times, one night, can't hear from them. What am I do?
Yeah.
Can you remember say last week you did at the party time where them a call you in?
And you know answer.
Right. So it's very risky.
That's what I'm saying, we're not saying it's not possible.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be done. But just know that these things are going to come. And these things happen in regular traditional relationships too. It's just that it's amplified when it's long distance because you can't do nothing about it. You can't control many aspects of it. But I just think that so many of us have been through trauma that we've not dealt with, and we lead with the negative thoughts at this point in life.
Let me give a tip for the surprise people. You see, if you have got to surprise a partner that's in a different, country or different long distance area, ensure that you have communication with another person. Like you know them best friend.
A friend, a family member, somebody.
It's not really say, boy, them are gear bone or whatever, but some situations, you know the thing go. Like how, especially nowadays, most man and woman, when them go visit them partner at their workplace, all of a sudden them ears say, oh, that's her work husband over here. Let me say,
at the work wife, yeah.
It might be something platonic, but if you're walking at some situation without knowing what's going on the ground,
Yeah.
You burn up the world, please.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Imagine you know I say, hey, listen, man, we're coming over there. I'm coming to surprise her. The best friend can listen. I say, yo, she busy this week. Cause I'm good to have some conference with some, you know, where them
some conference with what?
With them man the name. So Maurice Chestnut and them man. You get me I say? You go pop up now. He might teach them something at school. You say, well, no, this. What you get me I say?
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah,
fair enough.
That's looking out for you. So make sure say, you know, you don't come see nothing where you get jealous about.
All right. Well, in the interest of time, I'm gonna run through the rest and then ask you guys feedback at the end. So. The next point, number 7, enjoy your alone time and your time with your friends and family. You are alone, but you're not lonely unless you choose to feel like it. You don't have to let your world revolve around your partner. You still have you, your friends, and your family. Take this time apart to do more with your friends and family. Go to the gym more often, hang out with friends more often, get a new hobby, read a book, start a project, binge watch shows. There are plenty of things for you to do that doesn't involve your partner, nor does it make you any less bonded or less in love with each other. All right? Number 8, stay honest with each other. Talk about your feelings of fear, insecurity, jealousy, hurt, etc. Why not laugh? Stop it.
Because I want question never gonna ask. Yeah, give me bun.
If you try to hide anything from your partner, that secret will sooner or later swallow you up from the inside out. Don't try to deal with things all by yourself. After all, that's one of the best benefits of being in a relationship, having that support system, a listening ear, and advice giver that loves you and only wants the best for you. So be vulnerable, open, and honest with each other. Let your partner help you and give you the support you need. It's better to look at a problem during its initial stages than to only disclose it when it's all too late. Right? I thought that was very profound. All right, number 9. Send gifts and do special gestures for each other. Send gifts to each other as often as you can. Whether it is a planned gift or a surprise, this will do wonders for your long-distance relationship. Truly listen to your partner and you will know their wants and desires. It can be as simple as a handwritten letter that you send in the mail. You can order a gift for your partner online, or it can even be a gift for either them or a gift that's technically for both of you. So, you know, you can probably, let's say, for example, buy her lingerie and it's both beneficial to both of you know. Or, you know, you can buy one and do a video chat, as in the females. You can buy one, do the video chat and say, you know, I'll wear this for you in person. So whatever it is, you know. So you can do gifts like that and you can just buy a regular gift and have it delivered to their address. You can have flowers or lunch or even dinner delivered to them at work or home. Leave them with letters to read each day or every week until you see them in person again. Leave them with a special token for them to hold on to or remember you by. So memories have power. No matter what it is, a pendant, a ring, a t-shirt, a keychain, a collection of songs or videos. Everyday items and things have meaning to us, whether we realize it or not. We all try to store memories in material things so that when our minds fail, we will still be able to look at or hold on to something that will help us to recall our memories. This is why something so simple can mean so much to a person when others may see little or no value in it. And the final one, have a goal in mind. Are you going to be apart for a long time? What about the future? What will that look like for both of you? These are the questions you should ask yourselves and each other. In fact, it's important to note that a couple cannot stay in a long-distance relationship forever. So at some point, long distance have it done. You don't know, you reunite somewhere and decide this is what we're doing, or you're going to separate ways. No long-distance relationship can last forever. Eventually, we all need and want to settle down. So make a plan with each other. Set up a timeline, mark down the estimated times apart and times together, and draw an end goal. It's important that you two are on the same page and have the same goals, so that even if you're not living in the same space and the same time zone, both of you are still motivated to work together in the same direction towards a future that includes one another. Long-distance relationships require motivation to last. So, with all those tips, what Uno says? And I think doing all these things will save or preserve a long-distance relationship? If I just feel like, not even bother.
No, well, again, it goes back to the couple, right? and I like that you put that last point there about setting goals, because you have to know there must be an end game. Right? There must be something where you say, okay, fine, I'm in a long distance relationship. That's my compromise. I don't like to do it, but I'll do it for 2 years. I'll do it for 3 years or something like that. Because at the end of the day, you know, you can do all of those other lovely things, but everybody wants to be together, you know, physically together, you know, and start a life and all that stuff. So you can't really do that from oceans away. So it's important now that you have that goal talk, and also that you have that initial talk to say, okay, this is the roadmap. This is how we're mapping it out, and this is what we expect from each other along the way.
Who's gonna move to who and where we're gonna live, and if we don't have that talk, they're not gonna win.
Any other final points?
So my point, I mean, just listening to the conversation, I can agree with all the points. If you want to make that long distance relationship work, then you definitely would have to, you know, tune into those ideas and suggestions. But my problem is our young people today are not so very disciplined. And that's the thing, you know, it's facts. A lot of us tend to not be traditional, but even some of our parents, you know, teach us the wrong kind of thing. And so, you know, we've been doing the same thing. For me, personally, like I said, I wouldn't take up that challenge. I'm not saying I couldn't do it, but I'm not going to take up that challenge because I know that's going to be a pretty hard task. You know, and just to state the point, there's this philosopher who I read some story about him, and he made a point that it allowed me to think a lot different. He said that human beings by nature, you know, we are prone for corruption. And that's naturally, that's how we are, naturally. Because if I should come in here and I see a bag of money, I don't see nobody. Even if you don't trouble the money, you know, your thought
cross,
I said, don't make it appear off my car. Even if you don't touch it, you know, just your thought alone. And that, for me, it's a lot. The thought of compromise, again, our young people, the majority, we materialize relationships, and that's a big issue again. Most people, I mean, it's okay. People want what they want, it's fine. But they'll tell you that, you know what, if this guy's not driving, I'm not going to date him. If this guy's not earning X amount, I'm not going to
They not do that.
Which, like I said, you want what you want. So it's fine for you. Like I said, set your boundaries. What you want is what you want. But in terms of compromising, if you don't understand that, it's not going to work. So right away, you're wasting your time. You should even venture. And that's just my point on it. You know, it takes a lot of discipline, and we...
This
up,
generation.
Seem like
we weren't taught.
Them that's a verse.
How to be disciplined. And the thing is this. For example, if I should be somebody who, you know what, this is my girl. This is the person who I'm going to choose and spend the rest of my life with. You being ridiculed. You know who get the big up. Them say, yo, the man there one burn a fool that, you know. The guy who have 5, 6
choppy line, one and move.
But then if you realize, that's a part of the problem, because one thing is celebrated and one thing is not. I can tell you now, we tend to lead with the negative, and I guess because everybody's so afraid of getting hurt, so that you preempt it and you beat them to it.
And the discipline is not there for you to understand that. You know what?
I understand what he's saying now.
No, I get what I'm saying. He made a valid point.
It's not actually leading with negative, but in for example, so here we are, a set of, you know, you're there sitting with a group of couples. Everybody, they want to live crossroad from each other. They want to live together. They want to, you know, ready for marriage. You know, I tell them. So my wife, my fiance, you know, she's in Florida. She's for 6 months. You know, I'm going to see her next fall. They will laugh at you. They will tell you what you get. They will say, oh, you do it. You know, you don't really get much support in that area. So it's going to be hard again. But as I said,
but that happens whether you're long distance or not, you know. Because even in person, it's the same thing.
I know, but that's what I'm trying to show you. So if you there with the person beside you and them I give like 3, you know, cheer. About probably half a cheer you get to the person that upset, so you don't really get much support for the relationship. So that brings you down a little. But the test of time will come between you and the partner if you're not really serious about the thing.
Well, I guess so. And I've realized that this discussion was very eventful. And took us to 7:57.
And of course, just big up the listeners and the persons on the live. Yes, we actually appreciate the the comments, especially is it Albert and
Poetic
Justice?
Yeah, and Poetic, just back and forth.
Yeah, so big up them.
So thank you guys. Remember to follow us at Funtastic 93 FM if you aren't following, and tune in next week Friday. Be safe. Have a good weekend, guys.
Coming up next Friday night live, people. Have a great weekend.